get my chainsaw. I'm gonna give it an attempt, and at some point I'll probably, maybe today, I don't know. I don't really have a big game plan today, so I may, if I can get this cut, I may try to dig it on out, get it on out of here. But I bent my blade there, so we got to change out blades. And yeah, apparently he didn't get around to it that day. Good afternoon, folks, and happy Sunday. It's going to be day 34 working down here at the ranch. Day 34 is going to be basically a repeat of day 33, hopefully without all the extra issues. So I'm going to try to get this solar generator set up, my TV set up, and we're going to see if bringing it out here with 100% power is going to give me an idea of how quickly all this stuff drains as time is going by. So I'm also going to plug in my solar panel to see if it can kind of keep up and keep it charged as time goes by, because pretty much if that battery goes out and I don't have my other generator here, it's not going to do me any good. So anyway, day 34, or Groundhog's Day. Here we go. All right, so this thing is saying 89 watts are going out, 83 watts are coming in. 52 hours it says until this is empty. So I have this power strip plugged in with those lights on. I got my phone plugged in and it's charging. I got the TV plugged in. So I'm kind of hoping that, I mean, if it stays like that, then it really should probably last for quite a while. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot out here today. I might work on this stump just a little bit. I may go over here and just get the fire pit kind of tightened up a little bit, so that the next time I come out and have a fire, which at this point might not be until like December. I don't know. Shane and I were talking the other day, and it's like, I really hope this heat starts fading away here in the next couple of weeks. I'm really hoping by like mid-September it starts to cool down, because folks, it is just hot. I mean, when I turned on my truck to come down here, the truck temperature gauge was reading 108 degrees. Now, I know that's like the temperature of the truck, but it was only reading 97. So it was reading 97 when I got down here. So anyway, that's probably about all I'm gonna do out here today. I got this spider web. You guys probably can't see it. I always say that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you can see it. This is a brown recluse. I saw him yesterday morning and I got rid of it, and he has made his way back. So I got to get rid of that too. Anyway, other than that, I'm gonna sit here and watch some YouTube for a little bit, just to see how everything's working, and hopefully this is a little setup that I can have without having to bring that noisy generator I have. So here we go. We'll see how it goes. Guy here is always babbling on about something. I think he needs to get those lights fixed on there. It's kind of annoying, but I kid you not, right when the thunder was hitting on this video, on this episode I'm watching, I just heard some thunder over there, which I don't care. I'm fine with that. I've just been sitting here and I'm just sweating. sweating watching this knucklehead on the YouTube here. But what I did notice is the sun went out for a minute, and this thing says 76 watts now. It dropped all the way down to 5 watts. But if it stays as it is, it's almost evened out. 75 watts in, 73 watts out. So I'm thinking as long as I've got some sun going on out here that it'll keep up with this. So anyway, watch a few episodes of this knucklehead, and then I don't know, if it rains I'll probably just hang out here and watch it rain. I'm looking at that stump and not really feeling like that's something I want to do today. It's just ridiculously hot. So here we go. Like almost as soon as I shut that camera off, I heard something, a branch breaking back here or something. Bro, it was probably a rabbit. Of course I'm not gonna hear it now, I got the camera on, but. Of course. Definitely a little bit deeper back in than where I've been recently, so. Hopefully it's not Bigfoot. It's not Bigfoot, I guarantee it's not Bigfoot, it's a rabbit. I got to watching this guy working on the TV, and I decided I ought to go do something, so I moved them bricks around over there and get them out of the way, and kind of tightened up that burn pile a little bit. I think it's gonna rain, if you can imagine that. So I may end up having to get this solar panel back inside. This thing seems to be holding up. I think a big part of it is I didn't charge it. I charged it a couple weeks ago, and I just kind of thought that maybe it would hold a charge. So now I know it's not going to hold the charge if I charge it a couple weeks before I need it. But I think as long as I've got that going in the sun, it'll be able to run the stuff I want to run and kind of keep up. It won't drain as quickly. But anyway, I'm gonna stick around for, you know, maybe an hour, watch a little bit more of this knucklehead on the TV, and just see how it kind of plays out here over an hour. I may work on this stump a little bit. The sun's going behind the clouds, so as long as that sun's not out, it's not as bad. So we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to start working a little bit deeper back into the woods there. And if I got a little time, it's a little after 2 now. I'm hoping. All right. So again, folks, it's always about learning new things. As you can see, that says 0 watts coming in, 68 going out. I've already lost about 6%. I think this has been going about an hour. I unplugged the lights, I unplugged my phone, and it's still in the 68 range on the watts going out. So I think because it's cloudy, this thing is not pulling in any watts on it. So I guess we've learned that if it's a little bit cloudy, a solar generator, or at least this one, doesn't seem to pull any kind of watts. I guess I kind of think that's a little ridiculous. It seems to me like anytime I've ever had to use a generator, like I remember a time we were having like a tropical storm, tropical depression thing going on. There was a tornado. It knocked out the power for like 3 days straight. And during those 3 days straight, it was pretty much raining that whole time. But, you know, if somebody were only relying on a solar generator, and I get it, solar, you're getting it from the sun, but it seems like you should be able to pull something. even if it's a little bit cloudy out. This hasn't been pulling anything for 5 minutes or so since it's gotten cloudy. So anyway, there's that. I got a little more done on this stump here. It's getting close. There's a big something going through right there. I got to get cut off and cut loose. But this thing kind of started smoking a little bit more when I straightened it up a little bit. But I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I got these bricks laid out. I got a little bit of water in my water collector here. Not too much, but enough that maybe if I turned that on, some water would come out. So I don't know, folks. I think over these next couple of weeks, I'm gonna try to start opening this up a little bit over here, start opening that up a little bit over there. And again, I got 1,000 things I can do out here that need to be done. I definitely want to get that corner cleaned up over there. I think yesterday, kind of having to redo yesterday basically was kind of a hiccup, but I also learned a lot about these generators, what I can't do, all that. But I think I'm gonna work on this stump for probably another 20 or 30 minutes and then probably call it a day. So here we go. Anyway, well, I was gonna I gave this stump a good college effort. I think I'm gonna have to dig some more out on the side so I can get my saws all down in there. It seems to be still pretty thick all the way down where I got it dug out at, so I think I'm gonna probably save that for another day. It's about 3:15. I think I got down here about 1:15, so I've about had this thing running for 2 hours. Sorry, I'm back and forth here. I wanted to check this, but I turned that just a little bit and it started picking up some 6 or 5 watts. I also unplugged that and plugged it back in, but I went through about 9% in close to 2 hours. And really, I mean, if I come down here for a football game, I only needed to run for, you know, 3.5, 4 hours. So I think we'll be able to do it. The next question will be, will my hotspot on my phone pick up a live game and not give me a whole bunch of buffering that I got to do? So that'll be the next question. My hope is that maybe next weekend I can figure that out, come down here and try to catch a preseason game somewhere. So all right, I'm gonna work on this stump for maybe 10 more minutes. I'm gonna let that run for like 10 more minutes and I'm gonna wrap everything up. So get my chainsaw. I'm gonna give it an attempt, and at some point I'll probably, maybe today, I don't know. I don't really have a big game plan today, so I may, if I can get this cut, I may try to dig it on out, get it on out of here. But I bent my blade there, so I've got to change that blade and Yeah, apparently he didn't get around to it that day. Alright, I've decided that I am done fighting with that stump today. I thought I was going to be able to get her cut, but I feel like it gets a little wider the farther down it goes, so I need to get down a little deeper and see if I can find a good spot to cut her completely off. But this here's burning down back to nothing again, but at some point I'll get that all burned out of here and probably start working on keeping this area opened up as much as possible, working my way back there. But I'll probably come down a couple days after work this week, and I really want to get that stump out of the ground. I really want to get that corner cleaned up, and eventually I'm going to have all the stumps and smaller trees that I want to knock down out of this area, so I can kind of start looping around and going back out of here. I've been really wanting to do that since day one. So anyway, folks, that's going to be it for day 34. I appreciate you watching. I hope everybody has a great week, and we'll catch you next time. Away with that, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to move my truck, that way it doesn't fall on it and get its final revenge. Here we go.